Welcome back to All Stars here on YouTube and the latest edition of the Captain Calls. Today, as we've been speaking to the captains of all of the teams at the event on the 29th and 30th of July at the Vindico Arena in Cardiff. Today, joined by the captain of the Breast Cancer Now team, it's Janu Micallef. Janu, thanks for joining us here today.
Thank you very much for having me.
Pleasure is ours. And 2023, the event's less than 2 months away. How's this year been going for the team at Breast Cancer Now?
Short of phenomenal. It's been superb. It's probably been one of the best years for me personally, considering obviously the pandemic that we've just come out of. People have been so generous with their donations and everything. We've reached every milestone like a month, 2 months before like previous years. It's going really well. It's going a lot better than what I expected. Yeah, it's going really good.
Yeah, and we've been talking to the captains, as I say, the last few days. Your own All-Star journey. How did you get involved first of all with All-Stars and then becoming the captain of the team Boobies?
Bit of a funny one. So James Morgan, who was one of the captains for breast cancer now, I think roughly 2017 and 18, he asked me to come on board. He asked me to go on board. There was a slot to be filled, unfortunately, because someone pulled out. He said, you know, you're always up for a laugh, you're a bit of a joker. Quite a lot of people would agree with that. So we're just, you know, wondering if you want to come along. And obviously he knows I love to help people and I love to give back. It's something I've always enjoyed doing. So that's how I mainly got involved. And then ever since, it's like a drug. It's addictive. And every year I says, yeah, I'm tired, I'm done, I'm not going to go back, but something keeps pulling me in. Something keeps pulling me in. It's really good. So that's how I got involved.
And we've said a few of the people have getting involved, that a few of them have said, I got involved kind of by accident, but now I'm in, I can't get out. So you're kind of the same. Once you're in, All Stars doesn't let you go.
It doesn't. It's really hard to explain if you've never been in that sort of situation where you're so passionate about something. Like everyone who you speak to, majority of them have already played hockey, and the hockey community itself is so close knit. It's unreal. People sort of tend to sort of say we're going to retire for the next 10 years. So when they say they're going to retire, they never retire. Then something like this comes along, and you think this is perfect. It's once a year. It's a good weekend of hockey, and you think you're going to give it up, but you never do. It's an addiction, but a good addiction. So you just can't get away. You can't get away.
And being the captain of the team and kind of leading on the ice, we'll see at the weekend, but kind of driving the things as the year goes on. How are you enjoying the position of responsibility of leading the team?
When I was asked, I was quite taken back. I was suggested by Sam Phillips, who was the previous captain of Team Boobies, and my first response was, are you sure? Because there's other people on that team who is much more deserving than what I am. And they said, you know, everyone is just as deserving, but you was picked for reasons given. So it was a huge honor, considering the people who played, trained, and everything what they brought to the table. It was a massive honor. And to be asked for it, to be captain for I think it's my second or third year running. It's a privilege. It's such a huge honor. Like a lot of people like you just captain for a charity team just for the weekend, but it's a privilege. It's an honor because everything what you do, you're raising money, you're rallying the troops, you're getting things in, getting things organized. It's just a huge honor. It really is.
Yeah,
and quite lucky, to be given an opportunity.
Yes. And we'll talk about the charity in a minute, but in terms of the team coming to Cardiff at the end of July. Obviously some familiar faces. Any changes, anything we should look out for when the team come on the ice?
No, to be honest, because it's generally quite the same. So we've had one or two players, obviously that's been changed out. They don't want to stick to the one charity, which for me I think is really good. Raise money for one charity, raise money for another charity. So there's always chops and changes. And then we get new players in who's lucky enough to get into the All-Stars. They get given a chance, and that's their foot into the door. So we got one or two changes on the team, but it's pretty much the same every single year. Everyone goes out, although you're playing the tournament and everyone wants that W. A lot of people will say, no, we don't, it's just a tournament. We all want a W, but we all have fun along the way. And everyone, like, although everyone says tournaments here now, let's focus on having fun, we've done the hard work, it doesn't stop. People still thinking about what can we do for the next All-Stars, and how can we raise, we can do this, what can we do better? And everyone's just having fun. It's really good.
Yeah. Said a few of the people we've talked to, the hockey, it is a hockey weekend, but the hockey kind of is secondary. Yeah.
Hockey's on the back burner. Everyone's just there just to, to continue to raise funds, mingle with the fans who come down, and just, give us support, and speak to all the charities that also come down as well, just to, seeing how it helps them, making a difference, and so forth. So all of the hockey's here, it's not, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. And when we do see you on the ice, noticeably on your jersey this year, at least a new look for Team Breast Cancer now. You've got that smart new logo on the shirts.
Yeah, so I wanted, obviously, it's not all ultimately down to myself. I just seemed like a lot of the other teams had their own logos and they stood out, they popped out, and they're all unreal. They're absolutely fantastic. And I just wanted, just to give something a little bit different to the team, something that pulls people's eyes.
Yeah.
And I just thought having something a bit different with a woman on it. Now, even men can be affected by breast cancer. But just went for the woman, just to go on it, and just wanted to change something a bit more empowering, grabs people's attention, and that's exactly what it's done. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted, for people that, to look at it and be like, wow, that's different. That's something that we've never seen before, and just to get more attention. And it's lucky enough for me, it worked.
Yeah. No, the jerseys look smart. We're talking to Pete from Crosscheck recently as well, about their kind of design process, and all of the jerseys, kind of, for whatever different reason, they've all got their own look and they've all got their own designs, and they look really smart. And the breast cancer one, no different, I say, with the new logo front and center, but the design on them, people certainly notice you on the ice. Yeah,
it's we're wearing bright pink, so you can't really miss us anywhere. No matter where we go, everyone knows us. We're the ones who's wearing pink. And the good thing is about it, it's a bright color, and we're a very loud team, especially myself as well. So we stand out vocally and colorfully as well.
Yeah, no, brilliant. So talking about the charity, then, it's a breast cancer, something that most families sadly will have some sort of experience of, either directly or in their family. So the breast cancer charity is a hugely popular one, if that's the right word. What sort of, as I said before we started recording, the charities these days, they don't just raise the money and hand it off. They do work with the charity. So what sort of things do we do with breast cancer now?
So funny enough, I just asked him to send me something here on, just so I can give a little bit of an example of like where the money goes and how far it stretches and how much it means trying to get this money. So £150 help 5 people affected by breast cancer get vital answers by calling free helpline. No questions is too big or too small, and all calls are answered by breast care nurses and trained staff. But that's 150 that can help 5 people. Another big one as well. 2,000 could keep the breast cancer now tissue bank open for a whole day. This is a full of samples of breast cancer tissue and is crucial resource for our researchers. So the money we raise goes a long way in all this different research, to try and help, cure cancer, or just try and do the best they can,
And what we do, obviously, since we came back from the thing that stopped us for 2 years that we don't talk about, but getting people back in the arena, getting the charities back in. So having the reps from breast cancer now at the event is huge. Obviously, you can see them, talk to them, find out what work they do outside of what we do with AllStars. And if you want to support the charity directly, the people from breast cancer now will be there to talk to for everybody.
That's correct. Yeah. So we do have two people that is coming down that represents them, but if they could also speak to the players, If anyone comes down, if they don't want to speak to them, they can speak to the players, or they can speak to any member of the All-Stars. If they see someone in an All-Stars jersey or a member of the committee, they can speak to them. Same with any other charity, you know, if they want to speak to someone, but they don't see a rep there or anything, speak to any member of the players, any member of the committee, and they will help you and point you in the right direction to get any information what you're after, and we can provide all that for you as much as we possibly can.
Yeah. The last couple of questions we've been asking all of the captains. What does All-Stars as an event, as a charity, as whatever it is, what does All-Stars mean to you, Janu?
I can't put it into words. It's so amazing, this event as a whole. The committee, I'm not going obviously to name them because there's too many in case I miss someone out. But the committee putting this together have done an absolutely incredible job, and without them, none of this would be possible. So, being part of something so big and to raise money for such great charities is amazing. I've had a couple of friends, unfortunately, who's been affected by breast cancer. So for me, is to raise money and, you know, to try and make a difference. It's just a huge honor.
Yeah. And if we had somebody watching this or listening to this who's thinking of coming down into Cardiff at the weekend to join an All-Stars, and they're kind of sitting on the fence, what would you say to give them that nudge to come down and join us?
Don't think, just do. Don't think about it. If someone mentions it, get your backside down there. Come down and support us, cheer. If you see us fall over, point, laugh, that's what it's about. That's what we want people to do. Come down. It's a great event. You know, you can jump on the ice, you know, next year if you want to join, register. Your ability doesn't make a difference. Just come down and enjoy the weekend and just support us. You don't have to put your hand in your pocket, although it is also really appreciated if you do. But come down, support us. Come down, have fun. There's a family and everyone is welcome.
100%. Couldn't agree more. It's been great catching up, Janu. Thanks for your time today. We'll wish you all the very best for the rest of your fundraising. I look forward to seeing Team Breast Cancer in their beautiful new jerseys at the Vindico Arena, 29th and 30th of July. It's All-Stars 23. Janu, thanks very much, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you very much for your time, Craig.